How are you? Hello, class. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So, students, welcome once again to your computer class. I, Achal Singh, welcoming you all once again to your computer class. So, students, in our previous session, we have started with the topic that is computer languages. Okay, so this topic we have started in the last session. So we already had two sessions on this topic, that is computer languages. This is chapter number 2. Okay, so first of all, I just give you a small recall that you have already done in the previous two sessions. So we have started with the computer languages, in which we learned that what is computer language. Okay, so just like human beings, they need a language to communicate, to understand. So the computers, they also need a language so that they can understand the instructions that we give to them. ओके, सो जैसे ह्यूमन बींग्स को बात करने के लिए, कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए उनको लैंग्वेज चाहिए, वैसे ही कंप्यूटर्स को अपनी जो लैंग्वेज है, अपनी जो instructions को follow करने के लिए they also need a language. So that's this. So here in this topic we have already discussed about the various computer languages. So basically computer languages that is divided into two categories, that is low level language and high level language. तो देखिए जो मेनली जो कंप्यूटर लैंग्वेज है जिसको कि प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज भी बोला जाता है, that is basically divided into two parts, that is low level language and high level language. So we have categorized the computer language, or you can say programming language. Programming language को ही computer language बोला जाता है बेटा. Okay, so the first was low level language. So some languages that come under low level language. तो कुछ language जो low level language के अंदर आती हैं, that is machine language and second is assembly language. Okay, so this is so the detail about the machine language and assembly language we have already done. So why they are known as low level language, that also we have done. So I'll just give you a recall of that as well. Okay, so second form of language is the high level language that we will start in today's session. Okay, so we will learn, we will discuss in detail about the high level language. Okay, so under the category high level language, there are three languages, that is procedural language, non-procedural language and the natural language. Okay, so low level language जो हमने की थी बेटा, जिसके अंदर आती है machine language and assembly language. So देखिए machine language, this is also known as the first generation language. Machine level language को first generation language भी कहा जाता है. Okay, and in this only the binary digits, इसमें जो machine level language उसमें सिर्फ binary digits 0 and 1 is used. तो instructions देने के लिए the computer, they just use these only two binary digits, that is 0 and 1. Okay, but this is, and सबसे बड़ा demerit इसका ये था कि this machine level language is made for some particular computers only. You can't use this machine level language in every computer. ये machine language है जो है वो हर computer के ऊपर applicable नहीं हो सकती. So this is the main demerit of machine language. Okay, that it can't be applied on every computer. So by understanding this, okay, इसको समझते हुए, so the second language was introduced, that is assembly language. उसके बाद second language आई, that is also known as second generation language, and इसका नाम है assembly language. Now what is assembly language? assembly language को second generation language कहा जाता है. Okay, तो देखिए machine language में they were using only binary digits. machine language में वो सिर्फ binary digits 0 and 1 use करते थे, जबकि assembly language में they have started using the letters, symbols and codes as well. तो उन्होंने assembly language में कुछ codes और symbols भी use करने शुरू कर दिए थे. Okay, so they have given the example of the mnemonic. तो देखिए यहाँ mnemonic बोला है, mnemonic codes जो वो use करते थे. Okay, so that means for give the instructions they have started using mnemonic codes. अब mnemonic codes क्या होते हैं बेटा? mnemonic codes होते हैं the codes that they use for the instruction. जैसे कि addition के लिए they were using A, एडिशन के लिए उन्होंने ए यूज करना शुरू कर दिया था. ओके, दे हैव स्टार्टेड यूजिंग सी. मतलब उन्होंने यूज नहीं किया था, मतलब दे हैव जस्ट गिवन एन एग्जांपल कि सपोज अगर उनको एडिशन लिखना है तो इन स्पाइट ऑफ राइटिंग द कंप्लीट एडिशन दे हैव स्टार्टेड राइटिंग ए. Okay, if they want to give the instruction of comparison they will write C. As it is same, if they want to give the instruction of loading they will write L. Okay, and for multiplying they were using M. So these kinds of codes they were using, that is known as mnemonic code. Okay, but इसका भी एक ड्रॉबैक था. द ड्रॉबैक ऑफ मशीन लैंग्वेज वाज दिस कि जो कंप्यूटर्स देखिए मशीन लैंग्वेज को कंप्यूटर्स जो दे कैन डायरेक्टली अंडरस्टैंड दिस मशीन लैंग्वेज. बट द ड्रॉबैक ऑफ असेंबली लैंग्वेज वाज दिस कि असेंबली लैंग्वेज को कंप्यूटर को समझाने के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो हमारी मशीन लैंग्वेज होती है उसको असेंबली लैंग्वेज में कन्वर्ट किया जाता था. Only then the computer was able to understand. Okay, so these were the two low-level languages that we have done in the okay. So देखिए assembly language को machine level में language में convert किया जाता था through the assembler. Only after that the computer was able to understand it. Now we will start with the next category of the language, that is high-level languages. Okay. So let's talk about the high-level language. So here they have mentioned a high-level language HLL has instructions which are almost similar to the English language used by us. It is very user-friendly and resembles the language that we use. It is much easier to understand and write a program in this language. High-level language is machine independent. The greatest advantage of this language is its independence. A program written in high-level language can be used on almost all computers without any change. Interpreter and a compiler are the two programs used to translate high-level language into machine language so that the computer can understand it. Okay, so now we are talking about the high level language. अब देखिए वो हमें हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज के बारे में क्या बोल रहे हैं कि अब इनको हाई जो देखिए एक है लो लेवल लैंग्वेज, एक है हाई. अब जो हाई लेवल लैंग्वेजेस हैं व्हाई दे आर नोन एज हाई लेवल. हाई मींस ऊंची, अच्छी. कोई भी चीज ऊंची होती है, अच्छी होती है, वी यूज द वर्ड हाई फॉर इट, एंड समथिंग दैट इज नॉट प्रॉपर वी यूज द वर्ड लो फॉर इट. So here we are using the word high. So that means something that is some language that is quite very high, very impressive that we are using here. तो देखिए इन्होंने सबसे अच्छी लाइन इसके बारे में दी है that you will be able to understand that a high level language has instructions which almost similar to the English language used by us. Okay, pay attention to this paragraph. Okay, so then you will understand the meaning of high level language. तो देखिए हाई लेवल इन लैंग्वेज में जो इंस्ट्रक्शंस दी जाती थी दैट आर गिवन इन द इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. ओके, जो कि इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज दैट वी यूज. तो जो ह्यूमंस जो हम पीपल जो नॉर्मल वी यूज द इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. सो जस्ट लाइक दैट हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज में इंस्ट्रक्शंस भी जैसे जो कॉमन लैंग्वेज हम यूज करते हैं इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, उसी में जो कंप्यूटर को जो इंस्ट्रक्शंस दी जाती थी. सो दैट हमें उसको कंप्यूटर को इंस्ट्रक्शन नॉर्मल हमें हमारी लैंग्वेज में देनी थी. So that means it is more easy for you to give instruction. Okay, and this is quite very user friendly language and the language that we understand very easily. ओके, तो कोई भी जो प्रोग्रामर था या प्रोग्राम जो भी हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज को यूज करने के लिए, तो हमारे लिए वो अच्छी होगी दैट वी कैन गिव इंस्ट्रक्शंस इजीली. ओके, सो देखिए अगर सपोज इफ समबडी वांट्स टू टॉक टू यू इन इंग्लिश और हिंदी और स्पेशली हिंदी, तो आपको वो इजीली समझ में आ जाएगी जिसको हिंदी अच्छे से आती है. अगर आपसे कोई हिंदी में बात करेगा या आप उसको हिंदी में कोई बात कहोगी तो आपको जल्दी समझ में आएगी. In spite if someone is talking to you in some other language that you don't understand. Okay, so that means अगर आपसे कोई आप ही की लैंग्वेज में बात करेगा that will be easy for you. तो वैसे ही कंप्यूटर को इंस्ट्रक्शंस हम अपनी ही लैंग्वेज में नॉर्मल इंग्लिश में देते थे, इंस्ट्रक्शंस देते थे. सो दैट became for the people or the users, those who are using this language, to understand it very easily, and it is also very user friendly. and जो लोग थे जो लैंग्वेज को ऑलरेडी यूज कर रहे थे, तो इट वाज इजी फॉर अस टू गिव द इंस्ट्रक्शंस. सो इसीलिए इस लैंग्वेज को इज नोन एज मशीन इंडिपेंडेंट. ओके, सो इसीलिए इसको मशीन इंडिपेंडेंट भी कहा जाता है. Clear? Okay. So now another paragraph that is given, the greatest advantages of this language is independence. A program written in high level language can almost use in all the computers without any change. तो देखिए जैसे कि असेंबली लैंग्वेज को they were using assembly language, so first of all उसको उनको मशीन लैंग्वेज में से convert करके with the help of assembler, first of all they need to change it into the machine language so that computer इसको समझ सके, understand कर सके. तो पहले उसको उसमें चेंज करना पड़ता था असेंबली लैंग्वेज को मशीन लैंग्वेज में विद द हेल्प ऑफ असेंबलर, एंड देन कंप्यूटर वाज एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. बट ये जो हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज है, ओके, इसको भी जो कंप्यूटर्स को समझाने के लिए समझने के लिए उसको भी ट्रांसलेट करना पड़ता था, बट दिस वर्क इज ऑटोमेटिकली डन बाय द इंटरप्रेटर एंड द कंपाइलर दैट इज ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट इन द कंप्यूटर. ओके, सो द हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज को जो कंप्यूटर में ऑलरेडी जो इंटरप्रेटर एंड द कंपाइलर्स आर देयर इन द कंप्यूटर which change the instructions that we give in the normal language or the high level language. Okay, so वो इंटरप्रेटर और कंपाइलर उस लैंग्वेज को ऑलरेडी चेंज करके मशीन लैंग्वेज में दे गिव इंस्ट्रक्शंस टू द कंप्यूटर. So there is no excess manpower required for changing or giving the translating the instructions. Okay, so this is a very impressive diagram you can see here. देखिए हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज है. ओके, दिस इज सिंपल. 3 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2 इज इक्वल टू 6. ये हमने 3 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2 दिया. ओके, सो द उसका आंसर आ गया 6. अब कंप्यूटर को इंस्ट्रक्शन देने के लिए ये जो इंटरप्रेटर है कंपाइलर है इसी चीज को वो अपनी लैंग्वेज में चेंज करके दे हैव गिवन इट लाइक दिस. ओके, सो दिस इज द मशीन लैंग्वेज. तो हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज को इंटरप्रेटर और कंपाइलर की हेल्प से मशीन लैंग्वेज में चेंज किया जाता है. Next is, three main categories of the high level languages are procedural language, non-procedural language and the natural language. So देखिए there are three different subcategories or the categories of the high level languages are there. तो इसके अलावा high level language की भी कुछ three different categories हैं. So the first is the procedural language. पहली कौन सी है? procedural. Second is non-procedural language and the third is the natural language. So these are the three different categories of high level languages. So let's start with the first, that is procedural language. So what is procedural language? So let's talk about it. So a procedural language is also called a third generation language, that is 3GL, third generation language. Okay. In this language, the programmer writes instructions that tell the computer what to accomplish and how to do it. Okay, this language uses English like words to make it easy for a programmer to write the program. For example, ADD for addition or print to print. Many third level languages also use arithmetic operations such as star for multiplication and plus for addition. Okay, so the procedural language is also called the source program, which must be translated into the machine language before the computer can understand it. A compiler or interpreter is a program that is used to perform the translation of the third generation languages. Basic, COBOL, Pascal, Fortran are the examples of third generation language. So now we are talking about the another language, that is procedural language. अब हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? That is procedural language. So now what is procedural language? देखिए procedural language क्या है? This is also known as the third generation language. Okay, this is the most important thing that you must understand. Okay, so now what is the इस language में क्या होता था procedural language में? In this language, the programmer writes instruction that tell the computer what to accomplish and how to do it. तो इसमें जो programmer है, programmer means the person who is giving the instruction or the programmer जो प्रोग्राम को यूज कर रहा है. सो द प्रोग्रामर क्या करता था? वो कंप्यूटर को बताता है कि उसको क्या करना है एंड कैसे करना है. So this is in this procedural language, the person, okay, or the programmer, he himself terms the procedure. Procedure means वो उनको खुद बताता है कि that what procedure they need to follow और क्या उनको जो इंस्ट्रक्शन है या क्या उनको जो आउटपुट है अचीव करना है और कैसे अचीव करना है, मतलब क्या काम करना है एंड कैसे करना है. That is all these instructions are given by the programmer. This language uses English-like words to make it easy for the programmer to write the program. देखिए जब कंप्यूटर को जब कोई भी प्रोग्रामर इंस्ट्रक्शन देता है, ओके, तो वो इसके अंदर क्या कहते हैं, दे जस्ट यूज द सिंपल इंग्लिश लैंग्वेजेस और सिंपल इंग्लिश वर्ड्स दैट वी यूज इन आवर डेली लाइफ. सो प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज में जो प्रोग्रामर है वो सिंपल इंग्लिश वर्ड्स यूज करता है to make the computer understand it. Okay, so जैसे कि for they have given the example कि for addition, okay, if the programmer wants to add some numbers or add any numeric figures, so they can give the instructions like a double d. Okay, वो add a double d जो instruction देंगे ताकि for doing the addition, print for to print. Okay, सो इस तरह की प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेजेस में दो प्रोग्रामर है, ही हिमसेल्फ और द प्रोग्रामर इटसेल्फ गिव इंस्ट्रक्शंस, ओके, दैट व्हाट दे नीड टू डू इज एंड हाउ करना क्या है, कैसे करना है, ऑल दोज थिंग्स आर टोल्ड बाय द प्रोग्रामर. नेक्स्ट इज some many third generation language also use arithmetic operators. तो कुछ जो हमारी third generation languages हैं, okay, they are also using the operational arithmetic operations. Arithmetic जो operations हैं, जैसे कि they were using star for multiplication. तो multiplication के लिए वो star का sign use करते हैं and plus का sign they are using for the addition. So this is the different signs that are used in the different third generation computer. Next is the procedural language is also called the source program, which must be translated into the machine before the computer can understand it. Okay. ये जो प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज है बेटा, ओके, दिस इज जस्ट अ सोर्स कि एक सोर्स प्रोग्राम है जहां से इसकी शुरुआत हुई है. बट अगर कंप्यूटर को इसको समझना है, इफ द कंप्यूटर वांट्स टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज, सो दैट शुड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दैट शुड बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू द मशीन लैंग्वेज, क्योंकि जो कंप्यूटर्स है दे कैन अंडरस्टैंड ओनली मशीन लैंग्वेज. Okay, so first of all it is required to convert this procedure language into the machine language with the help of compiler and the interpreter. Okay, so with the help of the compiler and the interpreter, जो programmer है, they perform this or they just convert this language, procedural language, onto the machine language so that it is easy for the computer to understand it. Okay, so here they have also given the examples for the various procedure language. So the examples for the procedure language is Basic, COBOL, Pascal, Fortran. So these are the name of the languages that act as the, so these are the name of the languages that acts as the examples. So these are the examples of procedural languages. So here they have said, do you know? So let's see what they want to tell us. A computer program, often called a developer, creates and modifies computer program. जो computer programmer है उसको developer भी बोला जाता है. Okay, या ऐसा person जो कि programs बनाता है या उसको modify करता है. Modify means जो उसमें थोड़ी सी changes करता है. Okay, that is known as the programmer. Now let's update your knowledge. The first programming languages designed to communicate instructions to the computer were written in the 1950. So सबसे पहली जो programming languages बनाई गई थी या डिजाइन की गई थी ताकि कंप्यूटर इसको समझ सके, इंस्ट्रक्शन समझ सके, वो कब की गई थी? It was started in the year 1950s. So the first programming languages was designed to give instructions or to communicate with the computer was started in or were written in the year 1950s. Next is the first code and the compiler was developed in the year 1952 for the Mark I computer. So सबसे पहला कोड है या कंपाइलर जो है जो कि डेवलप हुआ था इन द ईयर 1952 में, ओके, फॉर द मार्क फर्स्ट कंप्यूटर, द फर्स्ट इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक कंप्यूटर दैट इज मार्क फर्स्ट. ओके, तो इसके लिए सबसे पहला जो फर्स्ट कोड एंड द कंपाइलर वाज डेवलप्ड. Third is the language Fortran was developed by the IBM in the mid of 1950s and became the first widely used high-level general purpose programming language. तो देखिए जो Fortran language है that is an example of the procedural language. So ये सबसे पहले किसने develop की थी? So this language was first developed by the IBM. IBM is the name of the country, that is International Business Machine. इन्होंने 1950s में इस लैंग्वेज को इंट्रोड्यूस किया था. ओके, और ये दुनिया की सबसे पहली हाई लेवल प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज जो बनी. सो दिस Fortran language was first introduced by the IBM in the 1950s, in the mid of 1950s, and this is the first widely used high level general purpose programming language. Okay, now let's move to the second one. Okay, so the next a high level language is non-procedural language. After procedural language, the next language, high level language is non-procedural language. So what is it? Let's read about it. So a non-procedural language is also called a fourth generation language, 4GL. In this language, the programmer only specifies what the program should accomplish without explaining how. Okay, it uses English like statements. In fact, fourth generation languages are so easy to use that the users with the very little programming background can develop programs using a fourth generation language. It is also a source program which must be translated into machine language. Visual Basic, Oracle, Java, etc. are the examples of fourth generation language. So now we are talking about the next high level language, that is non procedural language. अब हम non procedural language की बात कर रहे हैं बेटा. देखिए, इससे पहले हमने प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज की बात की थी. सो इन दैट प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज the programmers, they need to give the instructions. Okay, they need to tell to the they need to give the instruction that what to do and how to do. Okay, जो प्रोग्रामर्स थे उनको बताना पड़ता था. They need to give the instructions to the computer. उनको कंप्यूटर को बताना पड़ता था कि क्या करना है और कैसे करना है. So that means करना क्या है ये भी बताना है, and how to do that they also need to tell them. Okay, they also need to स्पेसिफाई कि क्या करना है और कैसे करना है. बट इन नॉन प्रोसीजर, बिकॉज उसमें प्रोसीजर बताना पड़ता था, सो दैट्स व्हाई इट वाज नोन एज प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज. बट इन नॉन प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज they just need to tell them that what should they need to do, उनको करना क्या है, that what they need to, what program should accomplish. Okay, उनको करना क्या है, but without explaining anything. Okay, उनको ये बताना है कि उनको करना क्या है, but they don't need, उनको explain नहीं करना कि करना कैसे. So that is up to the computer that how they are is going to achieve this. जो भी उनको करना है कि that how they are going to do it, that depends upon the computer. or the okay that मतलब दो कंप्यूटर को बताना नहीं है कि that how they need to do it, they just only need to they tell them that what they need to do, कि उनको करना क्या है. Okay, so it uses the English like statements, and as I have highlighted here, तो देखिए जहाँ मैंने जो highlight किया बेटा उसको ध्यान से देखिए. Okay, so it uses English like statements. So they were using just simple English statements for giving the instructions. Okay, so no such complicated binary digits or the codes they are using. Okay, so they are just using the simple English statements that we use in our daily life. Okay, so in fourth generation or the non procedural language, उनको सिर्फ जैसे हम normal English statements बोलते हैं, so just like that they need to just give the just those English statements, and the rest is the work is left with the computer. Okay, in fact, fourth generation languages are so easy to use that users with very little programming background can develop program using a fourth generation language. Okay, तो कहते हैं कि जो fourth generation languages है बेटा, that are so easy to use that anybody or the person who has a very little knowledge of programming languages, even he or she can use it. Okay, so fourth generation languages that are quite very easy to use. फोर्थ जनरेशन लैंग्वेज वो इतनी इजी है यूज करने में that the person who is having a very little programming language, he or she can even use this fourth generation language. It is also a source program which must be translated into machine language. Okay, so this is just like the other procedural language like assembly language, machine language, procedural language. So this non-procedural language is also a source program. So procedural language की तरह this is also a source program, and इसको भी okay, so इसको भी कंप्यूटर तक पहुंचाने के लिए the first of all it is required to convert it into the machine language. So it is required to convert this into the machine language through the compiler and the interpreter. Okay, so the compiler and the interpreter automatically they convert the instructions of the non-procedural language, okay, and pass it and convert it into the machine language and passes it on to the computer so that computer can perform accordingly. Next, they have given the example as well. उन्होंने नीचे examples दी हैं. So these are the examples of the fourth generation language. So these are the names of the programming languages of fourth generation computer. that is Visual Basic, Oracle, Java, etc. are the examples of fourth generation language. So these are the examples of fourth generation language or non-procedural language. Okay, moving next is the natural language. So let's talk about the natural language. Okay, so this is, just pay attention to it. What is natural language? देखिए, now what is this? A natural language, sometimes called a fifth generation language, is a type of query language that allows the users to enter requests that resemble human speech. Okay, natural languages are often associated with the expert systems and the artificial intelligence. These systems are popular in the medical field. Okay, okay, so natural languages क्या है बेटा? So natural languages are termed as the fifth generation languages. Okay, so it is, देखिए, the name itself clarifying its meaning, that is natural language. So what is natural language? The language that we naturally speak. Okay, ऐसी language जो कि हम naturally बोलते हैं, that is known as natural language. So we human beings, the language that we are using, that is considered as natural language. So देखिए, अगर आपको याद होगा, when we have done the chapter generation of computers, so उसमें हमने एक term use किया था कि that fifth generation computers are able to understand the natural language. So that means natural language means they are able to understand the languages that is generally spoken by the people, that is generally spoken by the human beings. Okay, so this is the natural language is termed as the fifth generation language. Okay, इसमें जो natural language है, it is given here, it is a type of query language that allows the users to enter requests that resemble human speech. Okay, so people, the human beings, they can make the queries. Okay, तो जैसे कि आप देखते हो कि that nowadays we can even with the help of on the Google, you can just press the mic button and say, okay Google, tell me this, or whatever you want to ask, you can simply ask them. So this is the natural languages that is understood by the computer. तो ये एक natural language है that we are using with the computers, and the computers, they are also able to understand it. Okay, so these are the natural languages. So natural languages are often associated with the expert system and the artificial intelligence. Okay, so देखिए, जो natural language है, इसको हम किससे associate करेंगे? How it is related? It is related to the expert system, that the languages are so expertise, वो इतने expertise हैं, they are so expert कि वो, the computers now, they are so expertise, or those ऐसे expert हैं that now they are even able to understand the natural languages that the humans are using. So these systems are popular in the medical field. So basically, this natural languages is basically popular in the medical field. Medical field में मतलब doctors and in the hospitals, okay, etc. hospitals वगैरह में this natural language of fifth generation languages are most used. Okay, so how they are using? So they must be using during the operation or the other system, whatever the system is it. Okay, so that is natural language. Okay, so this was the natural language. So next is the language processor, that how the language is processed, कि how जो हमारा प्रोग्राम है वो कैसे लैंग्वेज को प्रोसेस करके चेंज करके जो हमारी लैंग्वेजेस हैं, जैसे कि असेंबली लैंग्वेज है, प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज है, नॉन प्रोसीजर लैंग्वेज है, इनको कैसे कन्वर्ट करता है, so that through the compiler and the interpreter, so that the computer is able to understand it. So this is called language processor. So this topic we will discuss in the next session. Okay, so kindly make sure that you um, revise the meaning of the classification of these different types of languages. Okay, so under the heading high level language, we have done these three. High level languages was divided into three, that is procedural language, non-procedural language, and third was natural. Okay, so the procedural language is the third generation language, whereas non-procedural language, that is the fourth generation, and the last is the natural language, that is the fifth generation. Okay, so this was from the high level language. So high level language में computers को क्या है, basically they can easily understand, even the computers से ज़्यादा it is easy for us to handle it. Okay, so we can easily give instructions. So we can, by using a normal language or the normal English statements and normal English words, we can easily give our instructions, or we can easily understand, or we can make the computer understand it very easily with no need to have such scientific and technological knowledge so that computer can understand it. Okay, so this was from my today's session class. Okay, so kindly revise the different types of high level languages that we have done in today's session. So for today I'm just ending the session here only. So I'll see you again very soon in our next session. So till then everybody have a great day.